Hello, everybody. This is Rocket Rick Jake 18. And today I'm going to show you a couple more cards that I picked up recently, along with one that I've had for a while. And you'll see the reason why I'm showing you a card that I've shown you before, because it relates to one of the cards that I just did pick up recently. And this is a part of the same idea of making cards videos of pickups, but not making them too long. So I think that it's maybe a little bit more fun to have fewer minutes and more cards. That's what I'm going to try to do, and I appreciate your indulgence. So let's look at the cards. So here is the card that I showed you before, and I got this card at the Strongsville show, I believe, and last year, and it was sort of a last minute pickup. It was kind of on my way out the door on Sunday to go home. And I saw this card. I'd seen this card the day before, but it wasn't. I didn't have the cash on hand to pick it up, so I went back Sunday after visiting my local ATM and picked it up for a pretty good price, I thought. Anyway, it's this is one of the Hires root beer test issues. There's only 8 of them, and only Willie Mays is a super expensive card. The others are pretty much commons, and well within the reach of most vintage hobby collectors. If you're interested in this sort of thing, which I am. And number one, because when I was a kid, Hires root beer was the local, favorite in the area. Um, some of you know that I went to the first grade in a little suburban town right outside of Philadelphia. I mean, you throw a rock across the city line. Not that I would encourage you to throw rocks, but you get the idea. It wasn't very far. Um, and so anyway, Stan Lepata. Now, why am I showing this card to you now? Because I'm also going to show you this card. And this card is Stan Lepata, but it's from the regular Hires Root Beer issue of 1958. And on the back of this card, there's a little biography, and I'm just going to stick this kind of in the middle and see if I can make it as big as possible. So you get the idea. The test issue backs really were pretty close to being the same, although they didn't have the advertising picture. It's the same language, a little different typeset, with the addition of uh, the picture of the root beer and the picture of the bottle cap from the root beer added, and also the little advertising image right up here near the top where my finger is, my fat finger, which is not on the test issue. So they added some stuff for their own marketing purposes, which I have no problem with. So anyway, I thought it was fun to see these 2 cards together, and just give you one more peek at them together. Fun issue. I really like the Hires, and I really liked Hires root beer when I was a kid. It's a little sweet now, but a little too sweet now. Here is another regular issue Hires root beer card, and it is Bobby Thompson, and you can see that it's shows him with the Chicago Cubs towards the end of his career, well past his shot heard around the world time. And then finally, here's another one of the test issues. And as I like to say, it's your friend, Bob Friend. Uh, Bob Friend was a really terrific pitcher for the Pirates who, during a time when they weren't very good, they got better, and so he got to enjoy a World Series championship with them in 1960, just a couple of years after this card came out. Then I'm going to show you one other card that I have shown before, just because I got this out uh, in connection with the video I'm planning to do. And if you say, well, what's the big deal about this card? This is a 1953 Glendale meat uh, issue. It's all Detroit Tigers, I believe, and Glendale was a local hot dog packager in Michigan, headquartered in Detroit, and hence the reason for the Tigers. So this is Jim Delsing. It's a common card, as most of these cards are, but it's not common because it's one of those scarcer issues, and just local regional issue in the Northwest Territories. And I thought it would be fun to see it again, and I'm going to show you the back as well, because they packed a lot of information on this. Statistics, Delsing, these are mostly all minor league statistics. Wisconsin State League, Pony League, American Association, Northern League, Pacific Coast League, and then he got into the American League with the White Sox in 1947, and eventually worked his way to Detroit. In these years, he never got too much over 100 uh, plate appearances, but he was a Major League Baseball player, and that's something that most kids my age would have, I don't know, done just about anything to have the talent and ability to play in the major leagues, even at the lowest functioning level. So I think it's a great card, and I hope you liked it. So that's what I have to show you in terms of recent pickups. I've got a couple more that I'm going to do videos on, but they are not. I'm still waiting for a card or two to come in to kind of close out the presentation. So, in the meantime, this is Rocket Rick J18, wishing all your collecting dreams come true.